I was just thinking, talking to Todd, where we want our cheese squeaky, but not our chairs. Okay, sorry. Levels.
So it's Thanksgiving week, which makes me think we should do something with my favorite Thanksgiving episode of all time.
Oh, you mean Charlie Brown Thanksgiving?
With the popcorn and the... No, that's not it.
The Macy's Day Parade?
Not an episode? Al? No.
Okay, it must be Friends, the one with all the Thanksgiving flashbacks.
Not it either. A good episode. Enjoyed that. I enjoy it, but not my favorite.
Oh, I know what it is. It's got to be WKRP in Cincinnati.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Also not yet.
Okay, I give up then. What is your favorite Thanksgiving episode?
Well, it's got to be Aaron Sorkin, Pilgrim Detectives.
Wait, I don't think that's...
Well, over 3.5 centuries ago, strengthened by faith and bound by a common desire for liberty, a small band of pilgrims sought out a place in the New World where they could worship according to their own beliefs and solve crimes.
Dwayne?
It'd be good.
No, just read what I wrote.
By day, they'd churn butter and worship according to their own beliefs. And by night, they solve crimes.
Seriously, just read what I wrote.
Pilgrim Detectives.
Do you see me laughing?
I think you're laughing on the inside.
Okay.
With the big hats.
Okay, give me back the cold open.
Hi, toddlers. Welcome to Talking to Todd, a Thanksgiving edition of our weekly podcast with Dwayne Johnson and Todd Prinz, where failure and Aaron Sorkin is always an option. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Todd.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. I now have a list of shows I need to watch tomorrow, including... They seem to be... are there parachutists? Oh my God, they're bombing us with turkeys.
The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement. Oh, the humanity. Oh, that is one of my favorites. There are actually 2 different Thanksgiving episodes. Well, there are multiple Thanksgiving episodes of The West Wing. You get the one with the Indians in the lobby.
Yes. Yep.
And you've got, I think, Shibboleth.
Yes.
For the Thanksgiving episode.
Yep.
Anyway. Yes.
Yeah, I was, in order to make sure I had some references for the beginning, I just pulled up Entertainment Weekly's the 30 best Thanksgiving episodes. And, some of the classics are there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's sort of like, here's something from Gilmore Girls. Well, didn't see that.
So some of the classics are there, plus Gilmore Girls.
And Gossip Girl.
Oh.
And yeah, some of these are like, they're classic to somebody.
There are 206 bones in the human body.
Yeah. All right. So it is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
What are we doing this week?
We are, we're doing some of our favorite things that we do because it's Thanksgiving. Celebrate the favorites, right?
Yes.
Things that we're thankful for. So we're going to do our feedback, follow-up, and updates. We're going to do a couple of idiots, and then we're going to do something special. So
excellent.
That's the teaser for this week. How's that?
Awesome.
Okay. Feedback, follow-up, and updates. What'd you get?
Lisa wanted, I don't know if she wanted to, but it's going to, she has a nomination for Idiot of the Week.
Okay.
I will tell you that statement came right after you said, I do electrical work live.
I did electrical work live yesterday.
Yeah. You're not helping the case. He does what? Anyway, a little bit
It's
of
not
concern.
220. I
Huh?
don't mess with 220. I don't mess with breaker boxes either. I have standards. There are lines that I won't cross. There are wires that I won't cross.
I mean, there's lines that you won't cross unless you accidentally touch those two wires together, and then you will cross that line all the way across the room. Ow!
Oh, oh, oh!
Hey, what you doing there, Sparky? What else do we have?
Doug from the Idiot Toddlers. Given that you hit your 3 wood as far as you hit your current driver, sounds like it's driver upgrade time. Guess I know what I'm using my found Amex money for.
That feels to me like a plant. Like
Doug will be getting a portion of the Amex money Venmo'd to him. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate the help. Anything else?
No, I think that was it.
Okay. We do have we have a history on this podcast of celebrating the awards received by toddlers. So if you or anyone in your toddler adjacent family has recently won an award, please do let us know about it. We'd love to give them a shout out on the air. This week, Toddler 401k, his team won their 3rd industry award for being one of the top financial advisor firms in the nation from Newsweek.
Excellent.
And they were also named as one of the top firms in the state of Iowa by USA Today. And they were named the fastest growing firm in the state of Iowa in 2024 by CityWire RIA. So not just 2 awards, Danny, 3. Congratulations.
Thanks, Russ.
Maybe
We're working on that. Numbers are different. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations. So congratulations, Danny. Let's see. What else? What's next on our list today?
I think we're jumping straight to idiots.
Fantastic. What do you got?
So it turns out that the Rome, they have to do some work on the Trevi Fountain. And so they've had to drain the Trevi Fountain, and they're doing maintenance work so that they can, occasionally you gotta do stuff to, make it last because it's quite old. However, people just come from around the world to come to the Trevi Fountain and throw a coin into the Trevi Fountain, which lore says that if you throw a coin in the fountain, that you will return to Rome one day. So people throw coins in this fountain, which might be the reason why they need to repair it, because people just keep chucking change into it, and after a while, you gotta fix all that. So the fountain is drained so they can work on it, but people still show up. And so, and you want people to return. So Dwayne, I'm going to show you what they've done for people to come and see the fountain.
So I guess that would be fountain adjacent. They built themselves a little pool.
So in front of the fountain, they built a pool so that people can chuck coins into it. Now, that's not the idiot part. Okay. What I'm going to tell you is that photo was taken with a widescreen or with a wide angle lens. Let me show you that pool from a different angle.
Oh, it looks like a bathtub.
Most hot tubs are bigger than that pool.
There's kind of a Mercator projection kind of deal going on. That pool looks like Greenland in the first one. And in the second one, it looks like Iceland.
Yeah. It's sort of like, oh my goodness, they built this Oh no, they didn't. They built a tiny little place that you could put your feet. Which is fine because, again, people come and see the fountain, and there's plenty of things to see. I mean, the fountain has all this amazing artwork, so there is something to see, but there are stories about people who are like walking up and seeing that bathtub sitting there, quote, That's a little underwhelming. I I I saved up for 10 years to come and see that. Anyway, I I don't know what they needed to do for this, but this may not be it.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
because I know I'll be asked,
Yes.
when is this fountain projected to be back up and operational? Do we know?
Well, given that it's Italy, 3 times after it's scheduled at least. Let me see here real quick. Oh, according to I don't even know where this is an AI thing, so this could be
According to the internet? According to
yeah,
AI on the internet. Oh, this should be helpful.
yes. It's only supposed to be this way for about 2 months
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
because next year is the Vatican's Jubilee.
Oh,
So they are giving it a thorough scrubbing and restoring it. Oh, and also introducing when it opens back up, it will also have an entry fee.
Christ.
Yeah, the last
Okay.
time it was restored was 2014, when it was 18 months to clean it up.
Oh,
So anyway,
before it probably hadn't been cleaned up for. This is not Dwayne guess a number, but I wonder how much money they pulled out of the fountain
Dwayne, would you like to guess how much money they pull out of the fountain annually?
annually. Okay.
Because they do go through and scoop up the money, because there is a lot of money that ends up in there.
I think I'm missing an opportunity for a Nickelback joke there. Let's say $150,000.
You're off by a little bit.
Am I high?
No.
A half, I don't know, a $500,000?
Yeah, 1.6 million euros a year gets scooped up out of that thing.
1.6 million. I was off by well more than a full Dwayne. Damn, I didn't think we were going to play Dwayne guess a number this
I
week.
didn't think we were either, but you asked, so
I guess I did.
that's on you. That doesn't count as an official one. I still get my regular turns because I've banked a couple of them that are pretty good.
That are worth
So,
1.6 million.
Yeah, I don't know that, but anyway, so yes, if you're headed to Rome, just be prepared that there's a small bathtub set in front of an empty fountain, and you might think, yeah, this looks better in pictures. How about you? What did you bring?
So, do you remember again, back to the television episodes? Do you remember the West Wing episode where President Bartlett pardons the turkeys?
Barely. No. I mean, yeah.
So, the turkeys come in, they get stashed in CJ's office as a prank, right?
Sure.
And then eventually they take the two turkeys, I don't remember what their names were, to President Bartlett for him to pardon them. And he, in typical President Bartlett fashion, loses it because the president can't pardon a turkey. What crime did the turkey commit, right? I can't pardon No, I can't pardon the turkey. What I can do is draft that turkey into service. Do you remember this? So
A
he
little
doesn't.
bit.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, so he drafts the turkeys anyway. So locally, Kim Reynolds pardoned two turkeys this week.
Okay.
A, the names of the turkeys, Caitlin and Clark.
I'm not sure if that's an honor or not. Wow. Okay.
Okay, you turkeys. Look. In the process of this, she also said that she bought a hefty 25-pound turkey from the farm where these two pardoned turkeys came from, and always looks forward to this time of year. The turkeys don't.
No. Also, I'm just thinking the other two, or the two that are there, Oh yeah, I got another one from the farm that we're going to be, and they'd be like, "Wait, what? Sorry, what?"
Last year's two birds were freedom and flourish. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but Iowa changed our slogan from, do you know what the slogan used to be?
Yeah, I did until you asked me. I think I do, but I'm not going to guess live.
So you will probably remember when we were growing up, it was a place to grow.
Oh, okay. Okay, the slogan, not
The
the motto.
slogan. No, yeah.
Okay.
The official state motto is our liberties we prize and our rights we will maintain. No,
Yes.
the state, yeah, the whatever the governor can do without do it, whatever.
Yes.
It was a place to grow. For a long time, it was fields of opportunities,
Okay.
and now it's freedom to flourish. So last year's turkeys were freedom and flourish. President Joe Biden, by the way, also performed his final turkey pardoning. Those birds were peach and blossom.
I thought you were going to go with peach and cobbler, and that's
The article goes. The article goes.
So real quick, who's your idiot here? I'm just curious from the.
The article goes on to say Caitlin and Clark, who were presumably named after the Iowa native professional basketball player.
Yeah,
presumably?
Presumably. It may have just happened.
No, they were just randomly names. Just happened that one of them was named Caitlin and a different one was named Clark, and that these two randomly selected, randomly named turkeys happened to be presented to the governor for pardoning. Really?
Governor, I would we just randomly picked two birds. Here is Clark and here is Caitlin. Press secretary jumps in. I've got a crazy idea. Hear me out. What if we reverse them? Wow. Wait, I hadn't thought about that.
What are that? I'm like, seriously. Are any of them idiots? I don't know. Probably not. But I thought it was a Thanksgiving related story that I could bring for this Idiot of the Week segment. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, who's really the idiot here? Maybe us.
Did you watch anything last week?
I did on Saturday. We went and saw Wicked. Did you watch anything last week?
We did on Thursday night, opening night or pre-opening night. We went and watched Wicked.
Hey, should we talk about Wicked?
We should do that because but I think we're allowed to talk about movie musicals without opening Theater Corner because we've been informed we can't open Theater Corner. But this is movie. Anyway.
At some point, I just want to I want to put a pin in this. At some point, I want to do an episode at a time on our favorite movie musicals
that we haven't seen.
The ones that we.
That's a different show.
That's definitely.
Before we get into the movie, and we don't want to do any spoilers. From the musical from 20 years ago. You all right there, bud? Okay.
Oh, that's a good thing. I got a cover on my microphone.
You were very concerned that a sing-along would break out in your show. And once you sat down, you sent me a report of the age of everyone around you. And you were very concerned. How did that go?
I was. There were a half dozen 6-year-olds to our left, and there were another nearly at least 8, maybe 10, 12 to 14-year-olds in the road directly in front of us, and they walked in wearing green and pink feather boas, all of them, and I went, uh-oh. There was very little, if any, singing in the theater. I didn't hear anything.
Excellent.
I was very pleased with that section.
Okay, with that out of the way, overall, your thoughts on the movie?
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was very good, wasn't it?
It was very good.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the questions that did you ever read the book?
No.
Me either. We have it here in the house. Favorite books that I haven't read. So the movie was 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Yes.
Part one.
Just the first part.
Just
Yes.
the first part. The first part for a 2 hour and 45-minute stage production. Yes? Yeah. So one of the questions that I had is, where did the extra content come from? Were there these little flashbacks or things in the book? Is that where that content came from? I don't know. I'm just posing the question because they
Oh God, you
clearly.
just did. I don't know. I'm just asking the question.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. But so there were some flashbacks. There were some expanded areas. I don't know where. I saw somebody post today. Um, Glenda is actually the villain because she made Dorothy and her friends walk the yellow brick road instead of getting on the bullet train and just going. I think we know who the villain is here.
I have to say, when we were watching it, it is interesting. So I will say this: I haven't seen the stage show. I think I've seen it twice. Once in Salt Lake and once on the West End. It's probably been at least 10 years, if not longer, since I've seen it. So Lisa has seen it more recently with Lindsay in London, I believe. I will say this. I was just like, I have a I kind of generally remember what's going to happen, and I know a couple of the big songs, but mostly it's like, ooh, well, that's interesting. That's literally taken from the stage. I don't remember that. I don't like. I can just enjoy the show. There is a difference. There's a complete difference in singing for the stage and singing for movies, right?
Yeah.
Like the projection, the power that you need on a stage show is different in the movies. So the songs are their own thing, right? It's not good or bad. It is, if you did the same thing on this for the stage in the movie. I mean, it's already weird enough movies, where singing takes place. Like, that's kind of an odd thing.
Yeah.
But if you did the stage singing, you would be like, what are they doing? Why are they yelling?
Well, and they actually sang this. They didn't sing to a soundtrack and then
Yes.
lip synced on film.
Right. They sang while they were filming.
What you've got is what you've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, overall, and I think it's also interesting what you get to do, the difference between what you can do with the sets and the world that they live in a movie can be completely different than what you can do on stage.
Yes. Yeah. And the other thing, one of the things that I think is incredibly fascinating is there's no CGI. They built
Very little. Yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
There's a YouTube video from Architecture Digest where they go through most of the main sets with the production designer for the movie, and it's about 15 to 18 minutes long, and he goes through how they built the sets and what is practical and where the CGI comes into place. And there's a little bit of CGI, but and how big, like Shiz, how big that set is. They have pictures from the back lot.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing is an actual practical set. Like,
Wow.
and it's a single piece. It's a single piece where the boats come in. It's amazing. It's also, by the way, they also planted in the beginning. They're running through tulip fields. Yeah, they planted 9 million tulips.
Wow.
Those are all real tulips to film the opening. He's like, yeah, we planted 9 million tulips. And then he says, interesting fact, different colors of tulips blossom at different times. I didn't know that. So
I bet people in Pella know that.
If you want them all to be in blossom at the same time, you have to plant the different colors at different times so they all blossom at the exact same moment. Seems like a lot of math.
As we know, I don't do math. I certainly don't do it live.
I will say we saw this in a small family owned theater near us, and they've got they call it they've got some VIP theaters, which is just it's nicer seats and you can get food delivered to you. It's also a way of them not of getting more money that I'm sure they don't have to pay to the because there's the price of the movie ticket is one thing, and then the VIP add-on is different. And anyway, business reasons, money.
Sure, yeah.
But they do in all of their movies, they do an intermission. Whether the movie has an intermission or not.
This is that theater.
It's that theater. So somewhere in the middle, they find a good spot and they bring the lights up and they pause the movie and then they put up a title card with a countdown and you got 5 minutes. So they can bring in food that you can order ahead of time, run to use the bathroom. They come around and bring chocolates and give everybody chocolates. What I will say is in a 2 hour and 40-minute part one movie, having an intermission where you're like, man, this is really good. And you can talk a little bit about it and you get up and use the bathroom. It didn't feel like 2 hours and 40 minutes because you get a break. Also, what I will tell you is if you decide to go to Wicked, how do I put this? The lines for the men's room during the intermission for Wicked are significantly shorter than for the women's. And I know that's always the case, but what I'm telling you is at Wicked, there were no lines for the men's room, and the women's restroom was backed up a little bit. So anyway, yeah, I highly recommend.
I do. I think in this is not a criticism, just an observation. Because I've seen Wicked at least 4 times, maybe 5 times, and I've watched countless slime tutorials.
Yes.
Right. I am very familiar with this show. There was, in my estimation, more of a departure from what is typical for Popular than for any of the other songs.
Okay.
I thought. That doesn't mean I didn't like it. I did. I thought it was great. But I thought there was just more, and there's already, if you listen to the soundtrack of the Broadway production to what you see on stage, there's already a departure from that because you've got all of the wand stuff and the just where the frock gets pretty, whatever kind of stuff that didn't make the soundtrack but happens on stage. So you've already got that kind of stuff anyway. But that was just my observation, that I thought it was more of a departure than the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I think it was the person we talked about who did the spoiler free thing. And you're like, what are you spoiling? And I said, the people that listen to this person care about individual notes in individual songs. That's the kind of spoiler he didn't want to give. So after we saw the movie, we went back and watched the spoiler version of his review. And I think it was him who was pointing out both Cynthia and Ariana, their songs tend to be more pop than what you get from the stage. The stage, like there's more of a pop feel there because that's kind of what they do. On the other hand, he's also like, and you're trying to sell a movie here. Like that's not a criticism. Again, there's a difference between those are a little bit more pop in the movie that you want a lot of people to see versus the stage. So Lisa did tell me that when they go into the Emerald City and they do the big musical number there, this was going through my mind was, boy, when you shoot a movie, you don't have the same 8 people in the chorus. You can have a lot more people. Lisa read that the chorus in the Emerald City during that song includes a bunch of people who've played Glinda and Elphaba on stage in the West End, Broadway, and touring. Like they brought a bunch of them in.
Oh, really?
As part of the big chorus.
Oh, so, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I will. I tell you, I will go see this again in the theater.
Yeah.
I probably won't wait until it comes out on whatever streaming platform it's going to eventually come out on. But I'll probably go see this again in the theater.
Yeah.
I liked
It's
it
good.
that much.
It's good. It's a good holiday movie. And now we only have 360 days until part 2. Oh my God.
Already on the calendar. It's already on my calendar.
Lisa, as we walked out, she goes, I wonder when part 2 going to be like in 6 weeks, in like 6 months, or is it a full year? It's a full year.
It's a full year.
I wonder what's going to happen. I should really remember what I've seen on stage. Anyway. Okay. All right. So where are we at now? Oh, yes. This is the surprise.
This is the surprise. Here we go. So a couple of weeks ago, we got together with Toddler Number 6 and Toddler 401k and put a show in the can as an episode at a time that we thought was just going to be, okay, well, we'll just do this and set it aside and then play it at some point when we need. We had such a good time with this. It was absolutely a blast. And we don't want to wait. So so our Thanksgiving gift to you guys, hopefully you enjoy it. We got together with Danny and David, and so we're going to throw to that and let that be the rest of this episode. We did also record video of this, so if it will be released on YouTube as a standalone thing. So if you want to watch us laugh at each other, that's mostly what we spent about 40 minutes doing. Boy, it was fun. Todd?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So what are we doing?
Well, we brought a couple of guests this week. Guest number 1, Bills fan.
This feels like a really, I'm just going to be honest, this feels like the setup of a really bad Rue game show. Contestant number 1, what do you like? No, just introduce yourself. That's fine.
I don't know. I don't even know what game show theme that is. Relative, Central Iowa resident, Toddler number 6. Welcome to the show, David Batchelder.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Glad you're here. Excellent. Guest number 2.
Thanks, Eli. Sorry. No. Damn. Oh.
It's his second appearance on the show.
In recent history.
Yes. Danny Beyer, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm excited. I have no idea what I'm doing here. You just said show up at recording time.
That's mostly what we do every week.
So. He did that to you too? Oh, crap. He did that to me back in March of 2020, and I'm still stuck here. So, I mean, you didn't sign anything, did you? Please say you didn't sign anything.
It's in the writer.
Formally.
It's in the writer.
Yes. I clicked the link, so I probably did. It's in the cookies.
Yeah.
What kind of podcast has a EULA? Oh, I don't know. That sounds right. Sure. Click. Yeah, I'd love that.
So earlier this week, David Batchelder sent me a text. David sent me a text from his Jeopardy calendar. David, you want to let the toddlers know what you sent me?
Yes. Monday's clue, Monday, November 18th, category celebrities. Before he was The Rock, he had another nickname, Dewey. Anyone?
I'm assuming what is Dwayne not The Rock Johnson?
What should it be? Who is Dwayne not The Rock Johnson?
As long as you answer in the form of a question, Jeopardy doesn't care. You could say, what is Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
We're a game show. We're not stuck on grammar here.
Why is Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I think technically would pass. I'm not Alex. I'm not Ken, but I'll do my best tonight.
So with that clue, then, Dwayne, what did you of course naturally jump to from that one little text message?
I said, "Oh, this would be a great idea for an episode at a time." David, why don't you come on and pretend you're Alex Trebek and ask us a bunch of questions that we can either make fun of. You've seen Celebrity Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live or Black Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live, right?
Not doing that.
That's the other pod.
That's how they get you. Because that's how they get you. Doug, you are all right.
That's fantastic.
I was figuring that we could get together, and because there are typically 3 contestants on Jeopardy, I'm like, Danny likes coming on the show, and he generally, I don't know that he has a lot going on Wednesday night. Let's check with Danny.
Who do I have that doesn't really do much and just sticks around the house? I mean, I've already got Todd here. Oh yeah, Danny. I mean, he's the mayor thing and whatever. There can't be that much going on at this point,
particularly on Wednesday night, right? That's right. Yeah. So anyway, also I was thinking that, kind of like, you remember Hollywood Squares or, Match Game, where, I mean, there were real questions and there were people trying to actually answer them, but Paul Lynn was always there with a joke, right? So I expect there to be some of that as well. Toddlers, you're welcome to play along at home. I've got a scorecard here. Not that it matters, much like Whose Line Is It Anyway? The points are made up. Scores don't matter, but we're going to keep score anyway.
Also, your feedback does. So if we're idiots and we really miss something poorly, I expect to hear on it on the next pod afterwards.
I would expect that there will be feedback, follow-up, and corrections. Yep. So Todd, Danny, and Dewey.
So just one question, since we've obviously prepared this really well.
Yes.
I don't have a buzzer, so are we raising hands? Or are we just saying buzz?
You have to do your best Arnold Horshack impression.
or I could lose and not do that.
Like, the pod will be really boring, Todd, if we all just kind of sit here
If one of you doesn't come back onto screen with a comically large hat, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Trebek.
It's a funny name.
Only if the category is the penis mightier.
Take Horaz for 200, Alex.
Oh, I miss Norm Macdonald. Oh. As a Bills fan, there was nothing better than Norm and an O.J. Simpson joke. Let me just say that.
Okay, David, hit us.
All right, category celebrities, and I'm just going to go with the dollar amount assigned here. So $600 that don't matter. Category celebrities. Ariana DeBose said, "There is indeed a place for us," in her Oscar speech for playing Anita in this musical. Dwayne.
What is West Side Story?
You are correct.
Wow. You need a sound effect. A bell.
If only I had one. That's going to get old all night.
That's assuming you're thinking we're getting a lot of these answers right. It's the whole just don't get overconfident here.
As in full disclosure, as your host, I have answered all of these questions because these are all historical from my calendar. So I will let you know when I got it right and when I missed it. I did get the West Side Story question correct.
Excellent. Okay, so keeping score alongside David as a side score here.
I feel like that's only fair. I'm a competitive person. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, the competitive person who has all the answers will tell us what he scored after he finds out what our score is. Yep.
You get all of these questions right. I just did not see that coming.
Yep.
I now understand why he's a Bills fan.
I got this. I think I have to go. I will tell you in advance, I got this question wrong. This is category taglines. He's the only kid ever to get in trouble before he was born, was the tagline for this 1985 film.
Can I phone a friend?
Can you go back? Rules question. Can you go backwards if you miss the question?
No, because these are what I have left here is double Jeopardy questions. So
okay.
Everything's worth $600. We'll call it that.
Okay. Can you repeat the question?
Yes.
The tagline of the movie?
Yes. Tagline quotes. He's the only kid ever to get in trouble before he was born, was the tagline for this 1985 film.
What is Back to the Future?
That is correct.
Oh, crap.
I missed that one.
Well done. Well done, sir.
How much was that worth?
$600.
Because I, too, am competitive.
You know what? Like I said, everything that I have left here is double Jeopardy, so we'll just go with an assigned value of $600.
That makes my math more difficult. If you could just do 500, that would be better.
It's your pod.
600 it is. Okay.
For reference, listeners, I was 4 for that movie.
In 1985, you were 4?
In 1985, I was 4.
I mean, I was 2, so...
Crap. David, come on.
All right.
And I got that because I'm older than Todd. That's why I got that.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, I'm much closer to Danny and Dave than...
much closer.
Much.
If you round down to the nearest decade, I'm much closer.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Oh, we have category here: African American authors. For the record, I did get this one correct.
Oh God.
This novelist switched to his paternal ancestors in the book Queen, with his enslaved grandma, the title character.
I'm going to be real clear. I was trying to come up with something funny here for this. And nope. There's nope.
Pick a different category, Todd.
No. I didn't even pick the category. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say an answer that I know it's not, so that I can bail. So then everybody else has a better chance. I know it's not Bill Cosby.
Correct.
Sorry. What is not Bill Cosby? There we go. I got to get this.
That technically that's correct.
I'm checking with the producers. They say no penalty for that answer, Todd. No penalty for that answer.
I don't even have a guess.
What is the guy who wrote Roots?
That's correct. What is his name?
Not Bill Cosby.
Isn't it Haley?
Alex Haley. That's correct.
Wow. Well done. Well done, gents.
That away.
Yeah, half points for each of you.
Half points for each of us. 300 for Todd, 300 for Dwayne.
Danny's still batting a fat old goose egg.
For those of you scoring at home?
That question sucks.
Just waiting for Todd? No? You're not going to? No David Letterman quotes? No? Okay.
I figure we're already walking the edge. I just need to okay.
All right. And this week's version of Dwayne Guess a Number, but all of you can guess. There are this many months of the year with 31 days.
What is 5? No.
What is 6? Is 6 no?
6 is a no.
What is 4?
Dwayne's counting on his hands right now.
Yeah, he's got all the time in the world. You get a calendar out, dude, and just start flipping through. I don't know.
What is 7?
That's 7? Correct.
Wow.
So, do you know how I keep track of which months are long and which ones are short?
Are you doing a song
with your knuckles? Yeah. January, February. The high ones are 31, the low ones. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Witchcraft is this?
Which?
That's
Which?
Danny, you should know that though, because I also believe using your knuckles is how kids do multiplication now with new math.
I did get that one correct. This next question I got incorrect. And I'm going to say it's because I was probably still nursing. Band names is the category. In 1984, Chris Cornell co-founded this band named after an art installation in Seattle. Todd.
What is Nirvana?
No.
Look, I
don't think Chris Cornell was ever a member of Nirvana, was he? No.
Details. Look, just details. To be completely honest, when you said first Chris Cornell, my first thought was the dude, Chris Parnell, who was on Saturday Night Live. So I don't even know what I'm talking about.
What is Hole?
Wasn't that Courtney Love's band?
Yeah, but I thought maybe Chris Cornell founded it. I'm just looking for Seattle. It's the only other Seattle band I could come up with.
All right. I think I actually got
what
it
is
now.
what I'm digging myself right now.
Come on, Danny.
What is Soundgarden?
That's correct, Danny.
What is Danny on the board?
Finally. You got to give me my grunge, man. You got to give me my grunge.
All right. Where are we at here? U.S. presidents.
Pass.
Careful. Other pod.
Taft. What is Taft?
He had a big bathtub. I
really want that to be the right answer before you even read the question. It's Taft.
He was born in the colony of Virginia, February 9, Grandma Naven's birthday, Dwayne, February 9, 1773, 68 years before his very brief presidency.
Oh, who's Joe Biden?
I mean, we're venturing into the other pod. Technically,
He's old. He was born in the 1700s. That's all I'm saying.
Who is William Henry Harrison?
Correct.
Wow. Well done, nerd.
I got that one right.
Nerd.
And actually,
well done, nerd. Title of this podcast. Well done,
nerd.
You know, the guy with the education background knows stuff.
The guy who was going to teach American history knows presidents' names. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot more, but I know their names.
So yeah, I'm just. Go ahead, David.
As you go through the week, and there's different dollar amounts assigned every day, and the maximum score that you can finish with on Saturday is $5,400. And so if you wager all of that for Sunday's final Jeopardy, your maximum score is $10,800 in any given week. And I know that this is, I don't even know where my camera is. I got this question right, and I max scored that week.
Ooh.
Show off.
It's not that impressive. I've only done it twice, and it's the middle of November.
This is, I am recording audio and video, so we can put this on YouTube if we decide we want to do that.
We shouldn't, but
should we? Could we?
There are so many "that's what she said" jokes that just happened in that brief 10-second bit.
By the way, Dwayne,
it's not that impressive. It's happened twice since November.
It's the title of your sex tape.
Sorry, Todd, you were saying.
No, I was just going to say, so who is the president that you just mentioned?
William Henry Harrison.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm just thinking here might be a new thing for the main show. So 3 names. The only people that have 3 names are presidents and people who are assassins. So you could president or assassin. I don't. But
Is that a new take on Money or Nazis?
President, assassin, or serial killer?
oh yeah, that's a serial killer. I guess is what I was really thinking of. Yeah. I'm going to stop right there because I don't like where this is headed because I see the next joke. David, what's the next piece?
TV catchphrases.
Dynamite. What do we got?
This is one of my favorite
Willis?
shows for the first 80% of it, and then the last I wish I never would have watched.
What is Lost?
What is Game of Thrones?
Okay.
I have actually never seen an episode of that.
Neither is anybody else who's watched it because they didn't turn on any lights. Sorry. Is that a dragon? I don't know. It's a dude in a suit with no lights on. It's fine.
On How I Met Your Mother, Neil Patrick Harris popularized this 3-word catchphrase within a catchphrase.
No idea.
Legend? What is legend? Wait for it. Dairy.
You got it.
Todd, I feel like we're getting smoked right now.
Just be clear.
Let's see here.
David and Dwayne set this whole thing up and then invited you and me to attend.
This
until tonight you didn't even believe I was a real person, Todd. So,
well, there is that. I mean, progress.
All right, let's see here.
By the way, real quick, little known fact, that very few people know this fact. That whole catchphrase was sponsored by the Wisconsin Dairy Association.
That's general knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
General
All
knowledge.
right, next category: history of Apple products that Todd has owned. Wait, no. Sorry. I just figured since we had complaints that this game was rigged, maybe I could give a...
He's counting on his knuckles. Yes. I've owned the big ones. I've owned the small ones. I've owned all the little ones. I've owned the ones you can put in your pocket.
There was Lisa, 2GS. No, this is Bible numbers. Bible numbers is the category.
He's gone. He's gone, everybody. You can't see this, but he's gone. He just left the room.
As depicted in Genesis, there were this many people on Noah's Ark during the flood.
Ooh.
What is a cubit?
What is a cubit?
It's a fantastic question.
What is 5?
No. No. Sorry, I have to act more like Alex. Ooh, no.
Ooh.
Ooh, you're stupid.
Ooh.
No. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, I mean.
Is there more than that? Like 6? There wasn't that many.
Like, okay, so like Noah and his wife.
Yeah.
And his daughters.
My 3 sons. Da, 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 da.
and a staff of like 150 to be scooping all the crap out of the boat. But
unnamed. They went unnamed in Genesis, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dwayne, did you have a number?
I don't know. What is 10?
What is 8?
Oh.
8. Noah, his wife, 2 children, and their spouses. And this, I'm just checking my records here real quick.
Fewer kids than you have. Oh, wait.
Correct. That was my second perfect week. I have 3 of them on the year. But yeah, the Bible numbers, it's my jam apparently.
By the way, real quick, just to let you know why I threw out a thing and then I was out, because this is how this worked in my head. Okay, all right, it's the Ark. They brought on the animals 2 by 2. 2 by 2, we're going door to door because God loves Mormons anyway. And then I was just in Book of Mormon, and I figured you guys would answer, and I'm coming back because once I got to 2 by 2, I was out. I was just out. So yeah. Okay, what else we got?
All right, we have Western Hemisphere. Western Hemisphere. Receiving water from about 200 rivers, this aptly named lake is the largest in the Western Hemisphere.
What is Lake Titicaca?
God, I wish that was right.
Oh, he didn't care whether it was or not. That was good. He just wanted to say it.
I just kicked over my trash can.
What is Lake Superior?
That is correct, Todd.
Ooh, good work.
Good work on the real answer, not the fun answer.
It's been a
this
while.
one's-
I was like, "Oh crap! I think I know the answer on this one. What do I do? Oh, I guess I answer it."
Todd climbs out of the basement.
All right. This one's for you, Danny. The 20th century. Black Thursday saw panic selling on October 24 of this year, leading to Black Monday and Black Tuesday and dark days in the USA.
Crap, it's in the 80s.
And you want to be my latex salesman.
What is?
Oh, no, you're talking about the Great Depression.
What is 1929?
That is correct, Dwayne.
Oh, beats out toddler 401k.
No, there's another black thing. There's a Black Monday in the 80s.
Yes.
That's a real thing. I forgot about the Great Depression because I'm not that old, Dwayne.
It's again, history major. Thank you.
Stocks can never go down. Trust me. It has never happened in the history of this country that stocks have ever gone down. Pardon me. What? Once in the 80s.
Not over any 10-year period. 10-year period, Todd. 10-year period.
Do you have your money piled up in the shape of a pyramid? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah, because Danny, because that 1929 to 1939, that was that. Oh crap! We're now playing Money or Nazis.
It still went up. By 39, it was higher than 29. It still went up.
Can I interest you in some tulip pods?
That's fantastic.
All right. Well, for the UK is the question here, or the category, excuse me.
This is for Todd.
The UK. In 1951, the Conservative Party won a majority in Parliament, and this man returned to the job of PM at the age of 76.
In 51,
Did you get this right, David?
I did not get this one right.
All right, go to you, Todd.
Who is Winston Churchill?
That is correct, and I don't know how I missed that. I think I probably thought that Churchill was younger than 76 in 1951. So I don't know. I don't remember who I would have guessed, but I'm disappointed in myself for a second time now.
As well, you should be. I don't know where that came from.
I mean, I forgot about the Great Depression, so you're fine, David. You're fine.
All right. I think I got two left here.
Thanks, Eli. Oh, sorry. Not that. No, stop that. I can do that. It's an episode out of time. No, I can't. I can't. No, I've been informed I can't do that either.
This just in. No, you cannot.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Lisa, but I'm not sorry, Lisa. It's my favorite joke.
Poets. Poets is the category here. This man, who died in Boston in 1963, won 4 Pulitzer Prizes.
David, you're making me feel really dumb tonight.
Who's John F. Kennedy?
Yeah, I mean, he died in Dallas
died in Boston.
Not according to the blogs that I'm reading.
No. According to my research.
Aaron, good. Nice.
It was a stunt double in Dealey Plaza, and no, I'm sorry, it was not JFK. To my knowledge, he did not win 4 Pulitzers. I think he won 1 though.
He did win 1.
Yeah.
Who's Carl Yastrzemski?
It's another good guess.
Boston. I'm focused on Boston.
Wasn't Yaz
No,
more
Ma.
in the 70s?
No.
Anything,
nothing.
Danny?
I got nothing.
Robert Frost. Robert
Damn it.
Frost.
Robert Frost. Okay.
I'm super disappointed in myself.
Points for
This
David.
is- yeah.
I did get that one right.
Look,
this one I got wrong.
I'm going to be really clear, right? Like Dwayne and I never had a shot at that because, as we've covered multiple times, we graduated from high school where we didn't have to read anything. Like the entire school system, we never had to read anything at all. But Danny, I'm assuming you came from some sort of place that provided education.
I don't know that Prairie City Monroe is much better than Iowa Falls, Jen.
If there's a question in here about A Tale of Two Cities, Todd and I are all over that shit.
Give me Taylor Swift and I'm in.
How many daughters do you have, Danny?
2. How many concerts did I go to in the last 30 days? 2.
I mean, I got you beat on the daughter count, but you got me beat on the concert count. So.
How many tens of thousands of dollars did he have to spend to go to those concerts? 2.
Thanks, Eli. I mean, I am wearing a friendship bracelet right now. So.
This one is category musical instruments. And this one was specifically for toddler number unassigned, your other Batchelder cousin, Sarah Batchelder, should she happen to listen to this pod.
Okay.
What is a vuvuzuela?
You do not know my sister, and that is very incorrect. A punning song title from the Talking Heads is Sax and These Instruments.
Well, you all think about it. And since as has been well chronicled, we're not allowed technically to play songs that might be copyrighted. I'm going to play this.
Okay, I'll buzz in.
It just gets worse. It just gets worse.
Oh. First of all, Mrs. Miller told me she wasn't recording my lessons. Second of all, what is drums?
Sax and drums. No.
I have no idea. I'm just going to say another instrument and we'll see what sticks. What are violins?
Ding, 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 ding.
Saxon violins.
Saxon violins.
Oh, God, I didn't even get the pun until you said it out loud.
See, that was... Okay. Not that I'm going to go against the talking heads here, but you said it was a punny one, and yep. I was expecting Dwayne just to knock this thing out of the park, and then he was off playing whatever thing that he was playing. I went down that road, but see, that's why I went with drums, because I thought, what is it? It's sex and drugs. What's the instrument closest to drugs? Sex and drums. And then you were like, no, and I'm like, well, that's a terrible pun. This doesn't sex and violence, man. Okay, sure. I mean, would have gone drums, but I see where violins come in.
Yeah.
Sax and violins. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, was I supposed to wager? Because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to come back. As a financial advisor, I went all in on that question, every dollar I had.
I don't know that that's something I would have recommended.
Don't worry, it's your money, not his, so it's fine.
Dwayne, do you have a point total here, Dwayne?
Remember to double mine. I went all in.
Yeah, Danny, what name are you playing under? Oh, it's called escrow. Yeah, I'm playing under escrow.
So if we double Danny's score on that, he gets to 2,400 points, but still comes up short of my 3,900 points. Todd in third place with 1,500 points, and David probably the overall winner because he was getting them all right.
I mean, I've answered the questions before, so it's not really fair. All right, so final Jeopardy, last question.
Oh wait, what are we all wagering? What are you wagering?
All the marbles?
Are we all going all in?
Sure, I'm in.
Well, here's what Dwayne's thinking. He's like, I'm not going to go all in because Todd only has 1,500. So even if he doubles it, like I'd be stupid to go all in on this point because this guy could take me. Like I'm not doing that.
That means I would have to do math on the fly, and we know I don't do that.
I got
well.
it for you.
One, two, high, low,
high, low. Okay.
Winter Olympic sports.
Uh-oh.
This is the third and final week that I got a perfect score. The official Olympic website says this event has its roots in survival skills practiced in the snowy forests of Scandinavia.
Oh.
Can you submit your answer in the chat?
Yes.
That way you guys can all have an opportunity to answer, because, I mean...
Do we all get to see each other's answers? Dwayne, go first. See if we can see your answer first, Dwayne. You look very confident in your...
Okay, everybody type, and then we'll hit submit all at the same time. Ready? Everybody there?
Typing?
Okay.
Todd?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Dwayne, you are correct. Todd, you are correct. Bonus points to Danny for the correct answer that is also hilarious.
So just real quick, I think we need to petition the IOC because Dwayne and I Dwayne put in what is biathlon. I've said biathlon. But Danny, I think for the new generation to hook the kids, I think you're right. What is the shooty skiing thing?
I mean, I've got to go into the annals of my Jeopardy knowledge here. Dwayne answered in the form of a question, so he is correct.
Yes.
He spelled biathlon wrong, but they do not discount you for misspelling.
Because you say it. Oh, you do write it out, though, don't you? On this one.
Todd, you spelled it correctly, but you did not answer in the form of a question.
Yeah,
Danny both answered in the form of a question and came up with a new sport.
I will say this, and now I regret my answer because it was like, oh yeah, that's it. Can you read the question? Can you read the answer? The answer again?
Yes. The official Olympic website says this event has its roots in survival skills practiced in the snowy forests of Scandinavia.
Yeah, the first thing that popped in my mind is what is figure skating? some weird stuff's going down in that forest if that's how you survive.
Galooly.
The music is Happy Boy by Kevin MacLeod. You can subscribe to our award podcast. If visiting triathlete Todd Prinz, no. Visiting biathlete, no. What?
A fast walker.
Visiting fast walker Todd Prinz, wherever you get your pods. Just search Talkin' and the number 2. There's no G and no space. You can stop by and see us at the Tuba City home office. Please don't do that. Thanks to our listeners, our sponsors, and our contributors. Special thanks this week to our guests, David and Danny. We appreciate you. And as always, send us your feedback on this episode or any episode to feedback@talkingtotodd.com. Todd?
Okay, I'm going to turn the tables here real quick. So I'm going to do one question for all of you, and David, please play along because I want to give you a chance to just experience how much fun this is. All right, everybody ready? One last question. This is the only team to lose 4 consecutive Super Bowls.
Oh, dang.
You've been sitting on that one for a minute, haven't you? We're also the only team to ever make 4 consecutive Super Bowls.
Not the question. Nobody cares.
What are the big cow-like thingies?
Who are the North Dakota State Bison.
They would have lost the fifth one. That's probably where they would have had to relocate to.
Closer to Iowa would have made more games.
We'll probably have something to clean up next week. Thanks, guys, for joining us. It's been fun. We'll be back next week.
Thank you.
We're here. We're talking to Todd.
Nothing. Everybody's quiet now. Like,
I'm not sure of what the protocol is. I know that Dwayne. Todd, you're the one that does all of the edits, right? So whatever happens now, you can cut out afterwards.
Going for the jugular.
Yep. Let me wait a minute. Let me check. Oh crap! It's an even year. Nope, not me.